And after that, in every era was a true champion. Oleksandr is in this era champion, and he stands right there, up there.
Usyk would have done in your era, the era of Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. How do you think he would have done against you and your contemporaries?
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well.
In the world of boxing, we've got our pros and pundits whose predictions are always spot on. Lately, a few of these visionaries have declared Oleksandr Usyk unbeatable. And sure, there are plenty of heavyweight contenders who strut around thinking they've cracked the code, big punches, fast feet, and a bulletproof game plan. But then there's Usyk, the guy who doesn't just fight. He stages a masterclass in how to embarrass your opponent, outsmarting, outmaneuvering, and basically rewriting the entire boxing manual mid-fight.
I respect this guy because I think it's very tough my opponent.
It was a good fight. I would have liked to see Tyson a little bit more, aggressive and go after Usyk a bit more because, he won the first fight. So it was up to Tyson to go after him and make sure he wins the second fight.
But I know it's a bold claim, so let's hear from those who have the credentials to back up their experience.
He just confirmed that he's a true champion. He beat everyone.
Where does he rank, man, amongst the greatest? Because he's definitely cemented his name.
There is Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time.
Tyson Fury make me strong. Tyson Fury continue.
Well, for starters, Usyk got the kind of stamina that would make a marathon runner cry. Seriously, the man looks fresher in the 12th round than most do in the second.
Muhammad Ali in his prime isn't here today, so...
Just lastly, Michael, good performance there from Tyson. Many people did have it close. Where do you think he goes next?
Tyson?
Yeah. An Anthony Joshua fight, maybe?
He could pack Wembley with an Anthony Joshua fight for sure. I think Triple D and Usyk could put 90,000 in Wembley because that's a good fight.
And then there's his footwork. Oh, his glorious, soul-crushing footwork. Opponents spend more time chasing Usyk than actually landing punches. It's like trying to catch smoke. And when they do think they've got him cornered, surprise. He's already 3 steps ahead, landing shots from angles that shouldn't even exist. Honestly, someone should check if this guy's playing 4D chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers.
I really want to be here for that fight, and I don't know, you probably heard it a few times, but I fought Usyk. I think he's a phenomenal fighter, and I think he's got a great team around him, honestly. And you're only as good as your team, but I think he's got a really good team around him. After being in the ring with him and studying him, still studying him now, I think that he's the one to edge it. Probably because I've experienced his ring generalship and ring craft on 2 occasions, and I think he's top tier.
Anthony Joshua has weighed in on the highly anticipated clash between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk, offering his prediction for the heavyweight showdown. Joshua, who has faced both fighters, believes that Usyk's intelligence, technique, and experience in the ring give him the upper hand. Despite Fury's size and power, Joshua thinks that Usyk's ability to outsmart his opponents could be the deciding factor. He noted that Usyk's unique style and relentless work ethic make him a difficult puzzle for anyone to solve. However, Joshua acknowledged that Fury's unpredictability and mental strength could pose a significant challenge for Usyk.
They're not motivated for me, but Tyson is a great opponent. It's a big man, it's a tough boxer, it's a good man.
But let's not forget his IQ. We're not talking about basic don't-get-hit boxing smarts. Usyk is in another stratosphere. He downloads his opponent's entire strategy in the first 2 rounds, and by the third, he's running circles around them, literally and figuratively.
Use his weight.
Well, he didn't use it the first fight. He was the lightest he's ever been.
Was he flabby or was he good? I think it doesn't. I think right there he's going to use. If he's in good shape, he's going to use his body.
Try to lean on him. What can you do when someone leans on you? Hit him in the balls?
The thing is that Usyk boxes really good angles, but it's going to be for 12 rounds. It's going to be hard to fucking it's gonna be tiring.
But also tiring for Fury because all the extra weight.
Yeah, but he's got the experience. He's got the if he's in good shape, it doesn't matter about the weight. If he's in good shape, he's gonna be able to do it.
Boxing trainer Robert Garcia pointed out how Fury often leans on his opponents, forcing them to bear his weight, which saps their energy over the rounds. Garcia suggested that Usyk should avoid engaging physically with Fury in those moments, letting the referee intervene to prevent him from being worn down. This could be crucial for Usyk, as he is significantly smaller and relies on speed and agility rather than brute strength.
Bright winner, in my opinion, but yeah, it's just what Fury had great success in the fight, but he just switched off. He gave too many away. We're almost doing a little jig, yeah?
While Fury dominates with size, Usyk's footwork and angles provide a compelling counter. Experts like Shane McGuigan have praised Usyk's ability to create angles and find openings, even against larger opponents. McGuigan noted that Usyk's success would depend on maintaining a high tempo and avoiding Fury's attempts to slow down the pace. By staying nimble and unpredictable, Usyk can potentially neutralize Fury's size advantage and dictate the flow of the fight.
Of course he can. Eddie's talking shit. Of course he can. You know what I mean? He's 23 fights. He's been an undisputed in 2 weights, and he's beaten everyone that's put in front of him.
The tempo of the fight will be another key factor. Usyk is known for his high work rate and ability to sustain it throughout the rounds. Unlike Deontay Wilder, who relied more on power and less on volume, Usyk's game revolves around constant movement and pressure. McGuigan emphasized that Fury would struggle to match Usyk's output, and this could lead to a scenario where Usyk controls the pace, forcing Fury into an unrealistic tempo. This could be critical in the later rounds, where fatigue might become a factor for the larger Fury.
The way Usyk just kind of dismissed it was just like, yeah, okay, you're next. Mr. Excellency, make this fight. I just loved it. Like, why would anyone think that Usyk was afraid to make that fight? I get Dubois, there's so much money there. You're talking $100 million.
Beyond the physical aspects, the mental game between Fury and Usyk is equally intriguing. Fury is a master of mind games, often getting into his opponent's head long before the fight begins. However, Usyk's discipline and focus make him a tough target for such tactics. Boxing analyst Teddy Atlas praised Usyk's mental fortitude, describing him as one of the greatest winners we've ever seen. Usyk's ability to adapt and execute a winning strategy, according to Atlas, is one of his greatest strengths. This mental resilience could play a crucial role in Usyk's ability to remain focused and composed throughout the fight.
What did you make of Tyson's performance this time? A heavier Tyson Fury. What did you actually make of his performance this time out?
I thought he was more active with his jab, and he probably, in hindsight, he probably should have tried a little more of he has a good one too,
Usyk's southpaw stance adds another layer of complexity for Fury. His ability to create difficult angles makes it harder for Fury to use his jab effectively, which is one of the key components of Fury's strategy. Teddy Atlas stressed the importance of Usyk staying true to his southpaw roots, saying that it's not just about being a southpaw, but about using that stance to disrupt his opponent's rhythm and create advantageous situations. Usyk's ability to move to his right and exploit Fury's defensive gaps could be a game-changer.
I was a little bit disappointed with that. The way they judged that, to me, it was a little bit too wide. I personally thought it was a lot closer than that. I wouldn't have given it the way they give it Usyk. I just thought he did really, really well.
Both fighters have shown remarkable durability in their careers. Fury has survived brutal knockdowns from Wilder, while Usyk has weathered the power of heavyweights like Anthony Joshua. However, questions remain about how Usyk will handle Fury's size and physicality over 12 rounds, especially considering Fury's dominant performances against larger opponents. On the other hand, Fury's recent performance against Francis Ngannou has sparked debates about his vulnerability. Some analysts believe that Usyk's speed and precision could expose weaknesses in Fury's defense that Ngannou may have hinted at.
I just thought he did really, really well, Tyson. He did way better than the first time. So that deserved to be a 1-1, and we should have a trilogy on our hands. So I'm a bit upset for Tyson. I'm a bit upset, obviously, for all of his fans, his family.
As the fight draws closer, opinions remain divided among boxing insiders. McGuigan leans toward Usyk winning a close decision, citing his ability to maintain a high output and movement throughout the fight. He predicted that Usyk's volume and constant pressure could win him the fight on points. However, Tim Bradley remains skeptical of Usyk's status as an all-time great, arguing that one victory over Fury wouldn't be enough to secure that claim. Still, Bradley acknowledged Usyk's technical brilliance and discipline, which make him a formidable opponent in any ring.
You know, he used his size and reach and everything. Usyk is like a machine, though. He's just got a big battery that never stops.
The Fury-Usyk fight is shaping up to be a battle for the ages. It's not just a clash of two fighters. It's a clash of ideologies, styles, and legacies. Whether Fury imposes his physicality or Usyk dances around him with precision, one thing is certain. This fight promises to be a tactical masterpiece that will leave a lasting impact on boxing history. Fans are eagerly awaiting what could be one of the most defining moments in the sport's history. Maybe he's not a knockout artist like Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder, but Usyk doesn't need to turn off your lights in one punch. He's perfectly happy breaking you down over 12 rounds, shot by calculated shot, until you're questioning why you ever laced up gloves. It's not brute force, it's precision surgery. He doesn't just hit to hurt, he hits to destroy your will to fight.
Where do you think Fury goes from here?
There's other great fights for him out there, it really depends on Fury, whether he wants to continue or if he wants to fight on.
And let's talk about his mindset. Usyk walks into the ring like he's strolling into a family barbecue, calm, collected, and with zero fear. While other fighters are hyping themselves up, trying to look scary, Usyk over there smiling like he's about to give you a hug. Spoiler alert. That smile? It's the look of a man who knows he's about to dismantle you. There's no trash talk, no theatrics, just pure, unshakable confidence. Oh, and good luck trying to intimidate him. You could probably set off fireworks in his corner, and he'd still keep his composure. Usyk's mental toughness is a fortress, and no amount of mind games can breach it. His focus is so laser-sharp, it's borderline unsettling. Opponents try to stare him down, and he stares right back as if to say, "Are we done playing games, or should I start now?" Then there's his preparation. Usyk doesn't just train. He lives, breathes, and probably dreams boxing. The guy's training regimen is borderline psychotic. He's not just working on his punches. He's studying your every move, every habit, every tiny flaw you don't even know you have. By the time he steps into the ring, he's already fought you 100 times in his head. And guess what? He won every single one of those. So who's going to beat him? Some young up-and-comer with a flashy record and overconfidence? Please. A big bruiser hoping to land that one lucky punch? Adorable. Usyk doesn't give you lucky moments. He takes them away, one calculated step at a time. Even the greats know better than to underestimate him. You can have all the size, power, and hype in the world, but against Usyk, it's like bringing a water pistol to a flamethrower fight.